Alright folks, this is Les Cubes here, and we are kicking off the second season of the Conelanders Assetto Corsa League. I'm going to drop right into the recording here. I did not start off well. Let's watch. So, I missed the, oh good, the cursor's on the screen. I missed the, chance to, you know, hit record at a reasonable time and was fidgeting with my mouse and keyboard app on my phone as we kick off here. As you can tell, we're at Monza. The second season car is the Mazda MX-5 Cup.
Sorry.
And as you can tell, chicane things happened.
Oh, can we not?
He was squeezing me.
So, I started the race shotgun on the field. I'd had a actually really decent qualifying lap going, probably the best I'd had all weekend. And then I screwed it up in the chicane here. So I ended up starting last on the field. Not really sure I really wanted to, you know, jump that many places in qualifying based on what happened in the mid-pack there through the chicane. Go through first Lesmo, I'm a little clawing through there. Again. Alright, now this is where things start to get interesting. Got a little bit of the draft off Cadis. I kind of bobble a little bit. I'm not really comfortable with the way things are going here. And I brake late, Cadis brakes early. Rotor doesn't account for either one of us, I don't think. And that...
Not entirely sure what just happened there.
Doesn't go great.
Let's not go 3 wide.
Yeah, let's not.
Oh.
Now, I actually thought I lost more
the fun in
positions
that?
in that spin, or that little shunt there, rather. Brake late for Parabolica, kind of sliding through there. Monza is one of my favorite places. Maybe not in this configuration. I like the original track better. The Cup car, Miata Cup car, I don't know if it's really suited to this. It is very, very slow. The Speedo, by the way, is in kilometers an hour, not miles per hour. A little bit of sympathy.
So I'm gonna assume there was a netcode issue there,
shenanigans
because
there
someone just literally went
with
space
Parsley.
on my screen.
I
completely froze.
Following him off track, basically. And of course, I also screwed up my microphone on the Discord. I was assuming that if it was recording, you know, Discord coming in, it would record it going out without having the microphone turned on, and yeah. Basically, what I told G-Man there was that I'm sorry. And I'll kind of slow up and give that back to him here before we go to the second Lesmo.
Sorry if I cut you off, mate.
Of course, which puts me offline, but you know, that is what it is. Unfortunately, you know, this weekend did not go well for me. Yeah, I was waiting to see where I did that. So I guess, you know, thoughts on the car. The Miata Cup car, despite all the hapless flailing around I am doing in this particular race, it's pretty easy to drive. It has actual tires. Last season, the GT86 had semi-slicks that didn't even feel like they had semi-slick kind of grip. These Miatas have a spec hard compound tire, and it's pretty good. I'm a fan of it. You can slide the car a little. I don't think it's a good idea. As far as power, it has some. It's certainly willing, but it's still very low horsepower. It's actually less power than the GT86. However, it's also a much lighter car, and it's race prepped. You know, you've got the interior removed, or at least most of it.
Sorry about that.
It's a good piece.
Bad place, bad time.
It makes race car sounds, which is a drastic improvement. And Georgian's new liveries are pretty good. The Technicolor roll cage, however, that was my fault, so blame me. I am using track IR. Not moving my head a whole bunch. I could probably stand and narrow up the FOV a little bit. Not really sure. Ascari is just, it still feels strange to me. That little kink in there. You know, I've raced.
Careful, don't nudge me.
I've raced Monza quite a
No,
bit,
you guys carry on, it's fine.
but never in this configuration. I
Wow.
was in the 60s version.
I think you're lagging a bit there. Your car just bounced into me and then continued on your way.
Here's this movie.
Sorry,
Things did
I
get
didn't even touch you on my screen.
pretty
Yeah, there's a
contentious.
slight lag from my perspective.
Our heat had a bunch of little shunts there. I was responsible for a couple of them, of course. Which reminds me, I haven't talked about the new format, because I'm, you know, like good at what I do, apparently. The second season will be running, and is running, a 2-heat format, 18 cars each, with the top 9 transferring to the main, the feature race. Obviously, if you're in the bottom half, you're shit out of luck. And there's been a lot of discussion about that. Personally, I'm okay with it. You know, if you have a drive like I did in this race, you don't belong in the feature. You don't belong in the main, and you need to work on what you're doing. It does tighten the weekend up a little bit if you don't find yourself in the main. It gives you a little chance to breathe a little bit more. So that, I don't know if that's a benefit or not. I'm just telling myself it is. And of course, the release schedule has changed for the videos. So you'll be seeing this on Saturday, and I'm totally not recording this voiceover and editing anything on Saturday, not at all. Anyways, now this does have a proper, race car feel to it, but it has a very street car transmission, at least in terms of the gear spacing. That overdrive in 6th gear, man, if you can't get into 6th gear at Monza, you're not going to get into it anywhere else. Because, I mean, you see I did shift there. I can run that thing out to the red line and not run out of revs in 5th. I get a little sloppy sometimes.
Give him some space there.
Please get off my bumper, man. You've been on my bumper this whole race.
Again, it got a little contentious. The, one really good thing about running around by yourself here is you're not going to cause any problems for anyone else if you bugger things up. There's always a bright side. Will say I've been pretty darn disappointed with my overall performance so far. It's been poor at best. Don't really know why. I don't have a ton of time in Assetto Corsa. I don't have a ton of time in cars like this or like the GT86. I thought I was a little bit better than that anyways, and apparently I'm not. So I go off here again. Ascari was way better when it was, just one big curve instead of that goofy switchback thing. All in the name of safety, though. Parabolica is difficult no matter how you cut it. It's very flat. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of a bank there, but it's still, flat enough that the car really wants to slide around, and it's hard to get it settled. You claw through that corner regardless of what kind of car you're in. And the same thing goes for Prima Variante there. I don't know when they changed the name of this from Curva Grande to Curva Biasona. Might just be an Assetto Corsa thing. And I guess what I said about Parabolica could be said about quite a few of the other turns. Just the nature of it, it's just very, very slidey if you take it wrong. I don't think at any point during the weekend I actually figured out what the good line through either Lesmo was.
That cost me 3 seconds.
And as you can hear on the radio there, of course, Sharky won the heat.
Yeah, I hoped I could keep up, but I spun
Shocking,
first
right?
chicane, and then I messed up the second chicane in my 4th lap, and then that was over.
Easy to do. It's always a feature.
Can I breathe again now?
Yes.
And the last time through Parabolica.
That was a monumental disappointment.
That first lap, definitely shove it up a bit.
Pretty much every lap should get a bit for some of us.
Alright guys, have fun.
I had about the entire track to myself for over half that race. It was ridiculous.
And that's a race.
By the way, Kira, I think I hit you in
Thanks for
turn
watching,
1 in
guys.
the first lap. I'm terribly sorry.
Was that sorry? I missed that.
I think I hit you in turn 1 in the